Hi, here's Katherine Bihlmeier, and I have today a very interesting idea, but also an invitation, of course, and it's about which sender are you listening? Do you use the sender, the channel actually? Sender is in German. The channel of your radio station to to fear, to have judgments, to not feel good, to feel uncomfortable, to feel heavy, to feel exhausted, to always feel not enough, good enough, not enough, can't do. So that's one perspective, and fearing a lot and hating. The judgments are full of hate. But there is also, and maybe you know that already, another channel which I love, and I'm waking up in the morning and that's the first thing what I do to truly have my true channel of love, of God, of Holy Spirit, of peace, of ease, of joy, of glory. And so the whole day I come from God's plan and God's will and God's guidance, and which makes it so much easier for my life. I can just invite you to that and do the practice, do the exercise, and you will see it gets easier and easier and more expanded, more relaxed, and less reactions to everything. So please just start doing it. So what if existence is for the healing of your mind? That is the only purpose. If you're using your existence for any other purpose, you are probably not using it at all. Find your inner source. Everything else is meaningless and only a delay in our healing process. So your inner source, where could that be? Your inner source is your heart, your spiritual heart. And that's already, from there, your channel is very, very clear and full of love and full of peace and full of nourishment and full of joy, happiness. So let's see the idea of today. God's voice speaks to me all through the day. It is quite possible to listen to God's voice all through the day without interrupting your regular activities in any way. The part of your mind in which truth abides is in constant communication with God, whatever you are aware of it or not. It is the other part of your mind that functions in the world and obeys the world's laws. It is the part that is constantly distracted, disorganized, and highly uncertain. The part that is listening to the voice for God is calm, always at rest and holy, certain. It is really the only part there is. The other part is wild illusion, frantic and distraught, but without reality of any kind. Try today not to listen to it, which doesn't mean to go against or to put it aside and let it run somewhere else. It is really even taking those thoughts, feelings, emotions, your ego thought system, into breathing it into your heart, loving space. And you will see it dissolves. And you're back in love and peace. You can't do that out of your ego through images. You can just do it out of your heart, this choice. So, to identify with the part of your mind where stillness and peace reign forever. Hear God's voice call to you lovingly, reminding you that your Creator has not forgotten His Son, which is you. We will need to least 4 or 5 minute practice periods today and more if possible. We will try actually to hear God's voice, reminding you of Him and of yourself, of your biggest, highest self, not your ego self. We will approach this happiest and holiest of thoughts with confidence, knowing that in doing so we are joining our will with the will of God. He wants you to hear His voice. He gave it to you to be heard. Listen in deep silence. Be very still and open your mind. Excuse me. Go past all the ruckus, shrieks, and sick imaging that cover your real thoughts and obscure your eternal link with God. Sink deep into the peace that waits for you beyond the frantic, riotous thoughts and sights and sounds of this insane world. You do not live here. No. We are trying to reach your real home. We are reaching the place where you are truly welcome. We are reaching to God. Do not forget to repeat today's idea very frequently. Do so with your eyes open when necessary and closed when possible. And be sure to sit quietly and repeat the idea for today whenever you can, closing your eyes on the world and realizing that you are inviting God's voice to speak to you. Voila! That's it for today. Listen to God's voice. He wants to tell you for sure something. God's voice speaks to me all through the day. Great. Now, have fun with that. Enjoy and bye for now.